Have you heard the myth of Prometheus, son of Greek god Zeus, who stole fire from Olympus and recklessly brought it down to humankind? Zeus was furious and punished Prometheus for sharing with mere mortals the secret of such power by chaining him to a rock. Each day birds would eat away his liver, and each night his liver would grow back, and every day Prometheus would suffer again, forever repeatedly punished. There are many interpretations of the myth, but probably the most famous comes with the Frankenstein story written by 17-year-old Mary Shelley in 1816. In Shelley's time, science was virtually exploding with new knowledge. Modern medicine was becoming effective, illustrated by how death rates were dropping. Galvani and Volt had just discovered how a dead frog leg would jerk when connected to a battery. Chemists were showing how ether and nitrous gases could make people stay asleep during surgery. And biologists were on the verge of realizing how microscopic bacteria cause contagion and fever, and how cleanliness could prevent such infection following surgery. Thus, it is understandable why Shelley would create her famous story about scientist Victor Frankenstein. Like Prometheus, who brought fire to mortals, her mad scientist brought life back to something once dead, using newly discovered breakthroughs in electricity and chemistry. Shelley imagined how a mortal with scientific knowledge could create a superhuman being out of body parts stolen from a graveyard. However, such a discovery should require responsibility and careful safeguards, or else, like fire that could jump its boundaries and spread destruction, so could creative scientific experimentation get out of control and cause monstrous harm and havoc to people and the environment. One cardinal rule of ethics we are taught in medical school demands, first of all, do no harm. That's the safety ethic. Consider how nuclear power can produce marketable energy and yet could cause explosions of mass destruction. How antibiotics can treat infections that would certainly kill and yet could cause life-threatening overgrowth diarrhea illnesses. How advancements in genetics could promise to treat chronic diseases like inherited emphysema-like condition or hepatitis C, and yet could cause potential harm to our society's ability to afford health care. Indeed, great advancements in science can do such good and yet could cause potential danger to public and environmental health. Thus, the Greek myth of Prometheus and the monster story of Frankenstein both speak to us today. As we seek to advance science, we must understand the ethical responsibility of safety. First of all, do no harm.